Hi Ben, I think we're getting engaged, so I thought I'd record a video with my predictions. I first actually thought you had thought about doing it in Europe when we were in Crete last year and you had this idea of the trip. And you gave me this look that kind of made me feel you were already pre-planning when we go to Europe, you're going to do it then. So it's been on my radar for a bit. Potentially you'll do it in the place after Salzburg. I think it's Hallstatt, because you keep asking about that Airbnb. I reckon that's when you're thinking of doing it. I don't think there's going to be a ring. Last week you were quite stressed out and you said it was to do with work, but I reckon there's been some sort of palaver with the ring. I'm pretty sure it's coming from America, and I'd imagine you had planned for John Joe to bring it here, and I get a feeling like that didn't happen. And I also think that's why you were meant to be going to golf that day, and I think you were going to go meet John Joe at the airport, and then golf got pushed back because obviously there was no ring, correct? I also think that you would have told my parents a couple of weeks back when you went to go and get the hedge trimmer from their house. So I'm sure that, yeah, when I was in Newcastle, that's what you were doing then. Yeah, so that's my thoughts. I could be wrong. I am so excited. I cannot wait. We're going to have the best time. If it doesn't happen, then I'm going to delete this video so you never see it. And if you're watching this, then I guess I said yes, and we're getting married. I love you so much. Bye.
If you could all be upstanding, please.
But I can't help falling in love with you. Shall I stay? Would it be a sin? But I can't help falling in love with you. Like a river flows surely to the sea, darling, so it goes. Some things are meant to be. Take my hand, take my whole life too. But I can't help falling in love with you. Like a river flows surely to the sea, darling, so it goes. Some things are meant to be. Take my hand, take my whole life too. For I can't help falling in love with you. For I can't help falling in love with you.
Thank you very much, David. Everyone, you may now take your seats. Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Joe, and it's my absolute pleasure to welcome you here today on behalf of Ben and Alex. It's an honor to share this beautiful occasion with you as we celebrate the marriage of two wonderful people. Today is not only a celebration of their love, but also the partnership they are building as equals. Ben and Alex are delighted that you've joined them to celebrate in surprisingly sunny, unsurprisingly overcast, unsurprisingly wet as of this morning, Wales. Your presence means the world to them. Before we dive into the ceremony, I should probably explain why I'm standing here. For those of you who don't know me, you might be wondering, who is this guy? And for those of you who do know me, you're likely thinking, what's he doing up there? Or I wonder what happened to Ben and Alex's plan A. I've known Ben for a long time. I went to school with his cousins, and over the years, I've become something of an adopted family member. Joined family holidays in Crete, France, and broken both legs along the way. Ben and I actually learnt to play golf together during COVID, and I've witnessed him firsthand blossom into a even worse golfer. And considering the damage I've done to the family kitchen over the years, it's surprising that I'm still in the family WhatsApp group. I met the wonderful Alex early in their relationship during a pub outing in Reading. That very night, I jokingly announced that I'd be the vicar at their wedding if they ever got married. As it turns out, that drunken promise became reality, so thank you very much. And to set your minds at ease, this isn't my first stint as a celebrant, and I'm proud to say the first couple I married are still together, although they did admit having some mild regrets about their choice. Ben and Alex's story began in April 2021, when they matched on Bumble. A thoroughly modern beginning. Their first date was a walk around Dinton pastures near their homes. The date went so well that they arranged the next one the same day. Interestingly, Alex saved Ben in her phone as Fit Ben Dinton Northern Bumble. While Ben was flattered when he found out, he couldn't help but wonder how many people Alex was dating to require such a descriptive nickname. After a few more successful dates, Alex worried about the lack of a first kiss, wondering if Ben wasn't interested. Meanwhile, 28-year-old Ben was asking his friends Johnny, Josh, and Charles for tips on how to make the move. Thankfully, he ignored their very questionable advice, secured a kiss, and the rest is history. Fast forward to June 2023. Ben proposed to Alex in the picturesque town of Holstadt, Austria. Ben was nervous on the day, but was proud he'd managed to keep it together to maintain the surprise for Alex. Or so he thought. After Ben got down on one knee, a resounding yes from Alex, tears, laughing, and champagne, Ben asked Alex, "Did you have any idea?" Expecting the response to be no. Instead, Alex showed Ben a video she had recorded before the holiday, which now everyone has heard, in which she predicted not only that Ben would be proposing during the trip, but also the exact date, the location, and when Ben went to borrow some hedge trimmers from Alex's parents before they left. And it was actually to ask for her hand in marriage. You guys can sit down now if you want. And we now have a reading from Alex's cousin, Lucy.
Thank you very much. Hello. If you have found a smile that is the sweetest one you've known, if you have heard within a voice the echoes of your own, if you have felt a touch that stirs the longing of your heart, and still can feel that closeness in the moment you're apart, if you are filled with wonder at the way two lives can blend, to weave a perfect pattern that is seamless end to end, if you believe some things in life are simply meant to be, then you have found your soulmate, your heart's own destiny. If you can always be as close and happy as today, yet be secure enough to grow and change along the way, if you can keep for you alone your love as man and wife, yet find the time to share your joy with others in your life, if you can be as one and walk through marriage hand in hand, yet still support the goals and dreams that each of you have planned. If you can dare to always go your separate ways together, then all the wonders of today will stay with you forever.
Thanks, Lucy. Marriage is more than a ceremony. It is a profound commitment. It's a pledge to love, respect, and grow with one another. It's about finding joy in the little things and building a life filled with shared memories, mutual support, and unconditional love. With this in mind, I asked the families of Alex and Ben for a few top tips and thoughts on what is needed for a happy marriage. We'll start with Alex's side of the family. When I asked Alex's family, what's the secret to a happy marriage? They spoke about fun, keeping joy alive, even when life gets busy, especially if you're starting a family. Making time for each other and continuing to do the things you love together, even if that means enjoying the mundane moments side by side. There was talk of compromise, choosing your battles wisely, and making sure you're on the same wavelength. Ideally one that involves desert island discs, gardener's question time, and the Archers on a Sunday. There was also some gold from a non-married member, but wise family member, never go to sleep on an argument, and who also compared marriage to building IKEA furniture. It takes teamwork, patience, and accepting that someone is definitely holding the instructions upside down. I then asked Ben's side of the family, who shared, here we go, live in the present and don't get tied down by possessions, support each other fully and appreciate each other and never take for granted what you have, being laid back and not sweating the small stuff, however, think they both have nailed it already. Probably the more animals, the better, to Alex's dismay. And Ben should be indifferent and almost horizontal. And finally, from one of Ben's siblings, I'm not exactly an expert on happy marriages, but I think all it takes to keep Ben happy are cups of tea and sweets. And then I asked Ben and Alex the same question. When asked what they look forward to most about today, Ben and Alex said, being able to make each other laugh so you can have fun in what would otherwise be a boring everyday life, show appreciation for each other and regularly say, I love you, being with someone who can be your complete self around, having loads of fun together, a proper best mate that you get to hang out with every day, and being aligned on the future you want to build together. And there seems to be a little bit of a feud in the house already. One said, someone who will always take the bins out. And the other said, accepting that taking the bins out and mowing the lawn are men's jobs, but it's sexiest to suggest any jobs are women's jobs. I think we know who will win that argument every time. Marriage is where you care for your partner and support them in everything they do. It is a desire to share yourself and your experiences and willingness to accept each other for who you are. Marriage takes trust to know that in your hearts you truly want what is best for each other. It takes dedication to stay open to one another and to learn and grow together. And it takes a commitment to hold true to the journey you both will have pledged to today. In marriage, we give ourselves freely and generously into the hands of one we love, and by doing so, we receive the love and trust of the other as our most precious gift. Romance is fun, but true love is something far more important, and it is your desire to love each other for life that we are celebrating here today. Marriage does not consist in gazing at each other, but looking outward together in the same direction. And we now have a poem from Ben's uncle, Conrad.
I hope I'm not going to contradict everything you've just said. There's a lot to handle here. Marriage. Can you hear me all right? Marriage. I know marriage. It's not just confetti and a horse and carriage. It's a heartfelt commitment with any and all baggage. Hope and expectation, a lot to manage. It starts with a wedding, a pantomime show, ceremony and tradition with a glittery glow. It's lace and tails and nerves in a knot, a one-day parade for a lifetime shot. Ushers in ties like nooses too tight, parents drunk by the end of the night. The best man's speech, a car crash in rhyme. The bride looking lovely, the groom dancing out of time. The food gets attacked, the bar gets mauled, the bridesmaids are unruly and the band's appalled. You've got the love, sung loud and tragic, Weddings are carnage disguised as magic. But they're full of joy, laughter and tears, sloppy hugs and drunken cheers. They're a special celebration, a beautiful mess, a cauldron of chaos and nothing less. But when the vows are said, the cake's been consumed, the guests go home, normal life resumed. I do can become, did you? And don't you dare. Socks on the floor, earning 1,000-yard stare. When stuff gets rough, married life can be tough. They share a house, they share a life, but surprises happen with some inevitable strife. Their snoring's a symphony they never composed. Their habits a novel they didn't know they chose. The secrets of their hearts, the smell of their farts. Marriage reveals all, the sum of all their parts. If they hear a noise and it's creepy and it's late, who gets the torch to investigate? Who finds the rat hiding on the floor? Who slams the vole's head in the heavy front door? Sorry, in joke. The toothpaste wore, the midnight snore, the breakfast dropped on the kitchen floor, the forever unfixed dripping tap, Benjamin banished to the doghouse or the cat flap. But Ben and Alex, they're a winning team. They go together like strawberries and cream, like flora and fauna and flotsam and jetsam. He misses birthdays, she never forgets 'em. And as they chose the bridal wreath, she said, babe, we should be Hobby, not Heath. But when neither one agrees, it's settled on a surfboard spinning 360 degrees. Ben's her fella, Alex his mate, found each other before their sell-by date. He's her soulmate, she his checkmate. Alex always punctual, Ben always late. And marriage, it's built on love and devotion, on the deepest of feelings, on heartfelt emotion, acceptance and empathy for all their traits, joined together, combining their fates. Nearly there. And love, it's a fire that warms, a heat that scars, a galaxy mapped in a junkyard of stars, the words that are said and the ones that are meant, nervous babbling but with heartfelt intent. Love is a picnic on a family estate, or a 3 a.m. kebab on a broken plate, a mix of elation and sweet addiction, a conviction that defies contradiction. Love embraces the juggle, the struggle, the dance, the millionth mistake and the 10th second chance, a perfect blend of forgiveness, fun and laughter, right from the start and always thereafter. And so, for Ben and Alex on their wedding day, her yin to his yang in every way, perfect together, whenever, wherever, time to make a wish for the two of them forever.
Well done. Thank you very much, Conrad. Right, now we found ourselves at the section I've subtitled as Don't Mess This Bit Up. So it's getting a bit more serious. Do you want to join me back up here again? Yeah. Yeah? If you've got time? Sorry? Not yet. During your time together, you've been making promises and agreements in an informal way. All those conversations that were held while living together, traveling, experiencing new things and new places, spending time with each other. The vows that you are about to make are a way of saying to one another, you know all these things that we've promised and hoped and dreamed. Well, I meant every word of it. You've learned much from one another over the last few years and have come to realize that by doing the simple things together, long walks, being gym buddies, adding holidays to the corkboard travel map, dressing up as Harry Potter characters, spending time with friends and family, or simply being in one another's company are the most important. Until now, you have been many things to one another, bumble match, friend, companion, and lover. Now you will say a few words that take you across a threshold of life, and things will never quite be the same between you. For after these vows, you shall say to the world, this is my husband and this is my wife. Family and friends, turn to... Nope, that's an instruction. We also have something to ask you all here today. Found them. Two people do not live in isolation. Their love is a source of strength for each other and for those around them. And in return, you, their community of friends and family, have a responsibility to Ben and Alex as well. Through your steadfast care, respect, and love, you can support their marriage. So I'm going to ask you a question too, to which I hope to hear an extremely enthusiastic and loud "we will" in response. So, family and friends of Ben and Alex, will you support them in their marriage? Thank you very much. I'm now going to ask you, Ben and Alex, to say your vows to each other. Remember always that the love you share here today will provide you with the foundation for a lasting and continually developing love. Stay true to the vows you're about to make, to always love and support each other. Now, Alex, would you like to go first? Yeah?
In 2021, I wrote a list of what I was looking for in a partner. Funny, caring, happy, loving, silly, affectionate, an adventurer, tall, dark, with stubble, motivated, protective, hilarious, the life and soul. It's safe to say you tick every box and you bring so much more to my life than I could ever have hoped. It's hard to put into words how important you are to me because you really are everything. You light up my days, you bring me so much joy, and I've never known a love greater than ours. The happiest days of my life have been with you, and I can't wait to spend forever together. This next chapter is one we've been dreaming of for a long time, and I'm committed to being the best partner and wife to you. I promise to support you in the tough times and bring the positivity and gratitude when we need it most. I promise to always laugh at your jokes and make you feel like the funniest guy in the room, because to me, you really are. I promise to dance with you in the kitchen, cook you terrible dinners, and make you tea just the way you like it. I promise to support you in realising your dreams and promise to be the first person to celebrate with you when you achieve them. I promise there'll be no till death do us part. I will love you forever and ever in this life and the next. These vows are a promise and a privilege. I'm the luckiest person in the world, and I still can't believe it's me that gets to marry you. I love you.
Well done. Alex, I've known for a long time now that I wanted to marry you. I remember sitting on the beach at sunset talking about the kids and all the things we wanted from life on our first holiday together in Crete. That was early on in our relationship when everything still felt new, but I remember thinking to myself, I'm going to marry this girl. And every day after that, I only became more certain of it. You truly are my best friend, the person I turn to for everything. You bring so much joy to my life, and everything just feels better when you're by my side. Marriage is a lifelong commitment, and I cannot wait to share the rest of my life with you, so here are my promises. I promise to laugh with you every day and cherish all the moments we have together. I promise to always be your unwavering support, making your happiness my priority. I promise to remove any animals the cats bring into the house, dead or alive. I promise to always catch you when you spontaneously decide to run and jump at me for no apparent reason. And finally, I promise to love you unconditionally, even when life gets tough. I love you, Alex. You're incredible, and I'm so proud that I get to call you my wife.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, Ben and Alex. And it's now time to complete your bond with the exchange of rings. The ring has a special significance. The circle is a symbol of the sun, the earth, and the universe, and the changing seasons of life. Could I have the rings, please? Ben will first place Alex's ring on her finger, and you will repeat after me. I give you this ring that I made for you as a symbol of my love, trust, and commitment.
I give you this ring that I made for you as a symbol of my love, trust, and commitment.
Alex, will you take Ben to be your husband? Will you love him, comfort him, honor, and protect him as long as you both shall live?
I will.
Yeah. Now. Alex, if you place it on his finger and repeat after me. I give you this ring that I made for you as a symbol of my love, trust, and commitment.
I give you this ring that I made for you as a symbol of my love, trust.
And Ben, will you take Alex to be your wife? Will you love her, comfort her, honor, and protect her as long as you both shall live?
I will.
Having claimed the bond of your souls together in the sight of all your friends, family, and witnesses, and based on the strength of that bond, with the power vested in me by the onlinechurch.com, I present to you our newlyweds, Alex and Ben. You may kiss the bride. Ben and Alex, always remember a happy marriage is about three things: memories of togetherness, forgiveness of mistakes, and promises to never give up on each other. In marriage, the little things are the big things. It is never being too old to hold hands. It is remembering to say I love you at least once a day. It is standing together and facing the world. It is speaking words of appreciation and demonstrating gratitude in thoughtful ways. It is having the capacity to forgive and forget. It is giving each other an atmosphere where each of you can grow. It is a common search for the good and the beautiful. It is not only marrying the right person, it is being the right partner. Now, as we come to the end of the ceremony, we are going to do the confetti throwing as Alex and Ben walk back up the aisle. So could the flower girls please give the confetti out? The new Mr. and Mrs. Heath.
My hands up in the air. I know I can count on you. Sometimes I feel like saying, Lord, I just don't care. You got the love I need to see me through. Sometimes it seems the going is just too rough. And things go wrong no matter what I do. Now and then it seems like life is just too much. You got the love I need to see me through. When food is gone, you are my daily need. No, no. I'm a savior's love is all. You know every end. You got the love. You got the love. You got the love. You got love, you got love, you got love. Time after time I think, Lord, what's the use in time after time?